What's up, people? How you guys doing today? This is Papi. So, I wanted to talk about the freaking direct for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Sorry, I'm squeaking. I'm doing all these weird things. It's early. I'm tired. I just recuperated from being sick. Um, but yeah, dudes, Donkey Kong Bonanza. So, honestly, this is a game that I was pretty interested in since we first saw it. Um, and now with this direct, holy crap, dude, it looks like so much freaking fun. And that's the thing too. I know I said I'm not gonna buy any new games, but damn, bro, this one looks really good, dude. This looks super, super fun. Um, it honestly reminds me of like a beautiful mix of Super Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild because it's got some of the exploration of Odyssey, but the scope of it is definitely like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom type, sort of like, you know, just like type of vibes. I don't know. I just feel like it's so much more, like so much bigger than Odyssey, and you can also do so much more things with like the freaking, just like the terrain, the rocks. You can surf on the rocks. You can freaking go through terrain and just dig everywhere. Like it just kind of reminds me of Zelda Breath of the Wild in that sense, where you can like do so much different things with like depending on your creativity, basically. And then the Odyssey aspect is just like how charming it is, how like full of life it is, how like the enemies and like the the worlds, the areas, um, like the power ups are really fun looking too. Like the freaking dude, his freaking like power up, the Kong power up, Kong Bonanza or whatever, looks so freaking cool, dude. And then the freaking the zebra, it looks so cool too. And then the freaking ostrich, dude, everything looks so freaking awesome, dude. Um, it just it just looks like they really put a lot of time into this game, like a lot of time, like all the little details, all like the colors and like every little, just there's so much stuff going on when you're just like literally jumping around, and it's like it's crazy how much attention to detail they put into all like the little, into everything. And the crazy thing is too, like how much more we saw in this direct than the first like trailer. I mean, obviously this direct was like focused on the game, but like the amount of stuff in this game now that we saw is like just blew my mind. Like there's even like a little mini game, the little freaking like sculpture mini game, which looks pretty fun. Uh, where they showed off like, Mario and Bowser's face and like all that stuff, and it looks pretty cool. It's like a little extra mini game that like they just threw in there for no reason. um, but yeah, the power ups look freaking super fun, and then obviously the whole thing about Pauline. So, what the heck is that? Like, Pauline, like a teenager, well, like a kid Pauline, and she's like a mega singer. So, this is very interesting in terms of like timeline. So, I wonder, yeah, basically it makes it, first of all, I don't think it explains it in the trailer, obviously, but how the heck did Pauline turn into that rock? But also, this goes back to, Pauline being like Donkey Kong's, you know, uh, version of that girl that King Kong takes up the tower. You know, I forgot what the girl's name is in the King Kong movies, but also in the original Donkey Kong game, he's he has Pauline, um, that Mario has to rescue, not Peach. Peach came afterwards. But it's just interesting that Pauline is now like his friend, and like this whole dynamic of like best friends sort of thing is pretty interesting. But also, it's crazy how like I just wonder how the heck this odd rock like turns into Pauline, and like when how long is it before the odd rock turns into Pauline, and how long do we play? It seems like Pauline is like the main like side like character in this game and not the odd rock, which at first, the first trailer you would think that the odd rock was going to be like your buddy throughout the whole game, but now we know it's Pauline. Because that's the other thing. It's like, why would you give Pauline like different outfit choices and stuff like that if she wasn't going to be like a major part of the game? So I'm assuming that once you like beat the first area or whatever, and you like rescue Pauline from her form, from like that rock form, that she's just like normal Pauline the whole time. Because that's the thing. It's like this whole trailer that showed off a lot more of the game. The whole time the odd rock was Pauline. It wasn't like the other way around. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting. Yeah, and so I wonder. Yeah, I'm just pretty sure from what we saw that Pauline is going to be she's going to have a lot more presence in her normal form than in her rock form. Or maybe she switches back and forth for some reason. I don't know. I'm curious to see what that's going to be like. So, yeah, so honestly, I'm pretty hyped for this game. Um, it looks really fun. It looks like it has the same magic as Super Mario Odyssey, and Super Mario Odyssey's magic was a magic that I haven't been able to like play through and like feel for a really long time in games, and so I feel like it's got that same magic that Mario games have. Um, well, because like for example, with the Mario games, at least the more recent ones, like 3D World didn't do it for me. Like it didn't have magic. The last game before 3D World that I felt like there was a lot of Mario magic was actually 3D Land for the 3DS. That game I was like I loved it. I played it twice. Like I beat it and then I played it twice and I 100%ed it both times, I think. At least the first time I did. But yeah, it just reminds me. It just has. And then like when 3D World came out, I honestly didn't like feel that magic. It just didn't feel that the same level of Mario magic that you usually feel. But Odyssey came out, and that was like, oh yeah, that the Mario magic is back and times freaking 10, dude. But yeah, but now like, and then Wonder came out as well. Sorry, there's a lot of construction going on, and I have to drive through this stupid freaking strip thingy that makes the sound. Sorry about that, guys. You could probably hear it. I'm sure you can. Um, but yeah, but freaking yeah, and then in terms of Donkey Kong games, honestly, I haven't played any like actual Donkey Kong games. Donkey Kong games since freaking Donkey Kong Country, bro, in the Super Nintendo. Those were the last ones. Oh no, sorry, I lied. Donkey Kong 64 was the last one I actually like really played. Um, I tried out some of the other games like with the bongos for the Nintendo GameCube and like, but I never tried out like Tropical Freeze or anything like that. Um, And so, yeah, so, but this one looks like I've never experienced a Donkey Kong game with this much magic. You know what I mean? And so it's just really something that it looks like a lot of freaking fun, basically. It's not like, and that's the thing, it's not like a game I would probably buy right when I don't even have a Switch 2 yet. I'm not gonna have a Switch 2 until Christmas, like I said. So yeah, but I don't even know if I'm gonna buy the game right when I get the Switch 2. I just know that this game someday I do want to play it because there's even like skill based progression where you can like power up your skills, which I really love that aspect. You know, I, if you know me, I'm a huge like progression sort of like addict in terms of like having to be able to like get like improve things, in your game, like get better skills or armor or weapons or levels or vocations, whatever it is. I'm a huge like addict for that sort of like progression system. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, this game looks amazing. I'm really like hyped for it, even though I'm not gonna be able to play it for a while. Um, but yeah, after this game though, no more, guys. I swear. So literally, after I buy, after Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remakes, and then Dragon Quest 12 whenever the hell that comes out, and then this game, and then obviously Mario Kart 9. I always seem to the list seems to grow. I probably would just not get anything else, but yeah, it just looks like too much fun, man. It just looks like too much fun. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically it for this video. So I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. What you guys think about the freaking direct? And yeah, like and subscribe. Shout out to all my members. Thank you guys for being members. I really appreciate that. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.